Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ready Check with Mox, the mini-series where I talk about one TI player per video and tell you who they are, who they're playing for, where you might have seen them from, a little bit about their history, why you should care, and also any fun or interesting facts that I find out along the way. Today's player that we're going to be talking about is a mid player who comes from SEA, but has been finding himself on very international teams, especially recently with Aurora Gaming. That's right, we're talking about Mikoto. So if you're ready, we can dive on in. Mikoto is the mid laner for Aurora Gaming. His full name is Rafli Father Raman, and he is 26 years old. He is one of two Indonesian players in this TI, along with Whitemon. His name comes from an old anime called Last Game. He just really liked the way the name sounded, and he kept it. His older brother liked to go to internet cafes, so young Mikoto would tag along. His older brother started to play Dota 2 with his friends, and Mikoto, like so many little younger brothers, decided that he wanted to play too. Eventually, Mikoto made the decision to go pro. His parents were not on board with this at the beginning, but his brother remained his faithful support and helped convince them Mikoto had the potential to become something very special in the esports world. Mikoto began his professional career in 2017 when he joined Pandora Esports, and after a year or two landed a position on Boom Esports, where he quickly gained fame. He and his teammates helped to secure Boom Esports' reputation for being a force to be reckoned with, and his talent started attracting the attention of international fans. While Mikoto has a special place in his heart for Boom Esports, he wanted to push his limits and grow outside of his comfort zone. He decided to join Talon Esports, which would give him more exposure to an international scene and other international teammates. This was a huge leap of faith, considering Talon did not have a Dota 2 team at the time, and they were building their presence. With his teammates, Talon secured first place at IESF World Esports Championship in 2022. They would later go on to place top 10 in several tournaments, including the Riyadh Masters in 3rd place and TI 2023 in 7th to 8th place. He took a short break after that and joined Bleed, but unfortunately he couldn't find his stride with the team and ended up returning to Talon again. He was later approached by Aurora Gaming in 2026 and has been their mid laner ever since. Mikoto is a terrifying high-octane mid laner, and he's so much fun to watch. Some of his best heroes include Puck, Queen of Pain, and Storm Spirit, with his professional record being held on Storm Spirit with 22 kills in a single game. He excels on the heroes that have high mobility and can control tempo, especially those where positioning is key. I've linked a few of his highlights below if you want to see how devastating his play is. Also, fun fact, his favorite hero to play is Templar Assassin, but he says he doesn't get much of a chance to play her, since her spells just really aren't the greatest right now. Other players in the Dota 2 scene have immense respect for Mikoto's playing. Malrine considers him to be one of the best mid laners in the world, and Yatoro has immense respect for him, saying he's one of the strongest and most hardworking players. He has truly made an international reputation for himself, especially playing on teams like Aurora that have such a mix of nationalities. Despite always growing and pushing himself out of his comfort zone, especially when cultures and languages are involved, Mikoto still feels his Indonesian roots strongly. A self-proclaimed picky eater, he misses the food of home, and guys, I can't blame him. Indonesian food is dope. He also misses his family quite a bit, saying that, quote, growing up as a pro player, you end up missing out on a lot of things in life because you have to sacrifice so much of your time for it, which is honestly a really common trait amongst these players who have left their homelands to become Dota pros, especially those who left at a very young age. His family continues to be his cheering squad, and Mikoto has said that when he's losing in a tournament, it's his parents and his brother who always cheer him up. So why should you guys cheer for Mikoto? I mean, aside from the fact that this kid is very clearly super talented, he's been lauded by pro players, talents, everyone, because they just say every time they see him, he's getting better and better because he's so hardworking and he's such a terror in that mid lane. I think one of the reasons that you should cheer for him is because he realized at a very young age he wanted to play Dota 2 professionally, and he was going to do whatever it took to become great. And that included leaving his homeland, leaving his family that it seems he's very, very close to, and pushing himself to go out onto an international stage and just be uncomfortable. And that's a very impressive thing for a young person to decide, is realizing like, hey, I'm not going to grow here, but I know I want to be the best, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there, even if it means sacrificing these moments that I could be having at home with my family, with my friends, all of that. And that takes a lot of guts and respect. So he's earned my respect. He's incredible to watch. I'm going to be cheering on Mikoto. And with that, you should be ready to cheer along with me.